I guess we can get to it.
Go on, get.
All right. Hello, welcome to Witchin' and Whining. I am Miranda, your resident witch.
And I am Crystal, your resident wino.
Today's episode, we're going to be talking about Mandela effects and brush upon the idea that there are multiple universes happening at the same time and all of that fun, jazzy stuff. Plus, I'll mention that thing that I talked about last week that happened at Crystal's house a few years back that we both have different memories of.
Which I have no idea where you're going with this, so I'm super curious.
It really is. It's not like that big a deal, but it's still something that like Adam and I talk about a lot.
Really?
You know? Yeah. I mean, because it just happened, I guess.
I gotta know. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I guess I could start with that.
Well, let's talk about what the Mandela Effect is real quick.
Yeah.
So the Mandela Effect is a term that was actually coined by paranormal researcher Fiona Broome, supposedly. So it is when a large group of people, they remember an event or a detail to have occurred a certain way or to have existed when it in fact did not occur that way or had never existed. And they coined it Mandela Effect because that is one of the examples of something that a large group of people misremembered or noticed the shift in our universes. A lot of people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 80s, right? I believe it was the 80s.
Yeah.
But he really died in, I think, 2013. Just a lot of people don't remember it happening that way. And so that's why it was given this name, the Mandela Effect.
Yeah, like I said last week, I thought that I could have swore that I learned that he died in prison, and I guess not.
I thought I learned that, but
yeah,
I guess not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so apparently he served 27 years in prison, and he was released in 1990, and he went on to serve as the first president of South Africa from 94 to 99, and then he died in 2013. How is it nobody remembers that big event of him becoming president of South Africa?
That's a good question. Honestly, there could be a lot of logical explanations to that, lack of social media and technology and,
but I mean,
investment in other countries by the greater populace. I don't know.
It just seems like a bunch of wacky-dacky for me.
Yeah, it really does. And just the whole idea of the Mandela effect. Sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, I understand we can have false memories. I understand that we can have a different version of events, from somebody else.
And that's what a lot of people believe to happen is misinformation from media outlets as well as other people, and you hear it so many times, your memory changes. It's kind of like when people are brainwashed or when they say a counselor or a therapist could implant a memory into someone. It's when something is suggested to you so often that it becomes reality for you.
Mm-hmm.
But how is such a large scale of people misremembering these little details?
And that's the age-old question. And this kind of topic always also kind of reminds me of, deja vu,
Mm-hmm.
thinking of like, multiple universes. Part of me sometimes thinks that like deja vu is somehow connected to another us that,
Yes.
that we had gone through that similar thing, and, we just had a temporary linkage, I guess, for a specific time.
Yeah.
Random time. Because deja vu, it's like, that's the weirdest feeling. We're like, wait a second, I recognize this. I could tell what's going to happen next. And, like, I've literally had that. Like, I feel the start of a deja vu, and I'm like, oh, now it's this, so-and-so is going to walk to the door. Or now we're going to drop something on the floor. Or, like, not me, but, like, oh, something's going to drop on the floor. Like, I've literally gone through that step several times. Like, more than once.
Like, it's happened before.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's like, where did it happen?
In another dimension.
In another universe.
Only Doctor Who would know. He travels through time and dimensions.
Yeah, if only. We need some real answers here.
I need a real Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But, so I did find that there was a study done, and let's see. I found an article on UChicago News, which is just news.uchicago.edu, and it was written by Assistant Professor Wilma Bainbridge. She's talking about the study that was done and their findings when it comes to memory and, kind of the Mandela effect, misplaced memories or memories that have changed in large groups of people. And they did things like showed many different people visuals, like a list of 3 or 4 different Pikachus, and each one was slightly different. Only one of them was the actual one.
Yes, okay. Hold on, sorry to interrupt, but speaking of that Pikachu thing, I remember one of the Mandela effects is like where the mark is on his tail, whether it be like right by the butt or at the tip. I literally have drawings of Pikachu that I've done where I always drew the marking at the tip of the tail, never at the butt, never near the butt. And then one day my husband Adam was like, that's not where the coloring goes on his tail. And I'm like,
yes, it is, Adam. About? Yes, it is.
And he's like, no, it goes right here. And not only did I have it in the wrong place, I had it in the wrong color. Yeah.
See, and that was one of the things that people chose a lot of. So one of their theories was schema theory. As a master's educator, you know what schema is, For those of you who do not know what that is, it's the theme. So if you were to think of money, rich people, you might think of monocles, money bags, expensive cars, whatever. It's a schema. Or if you're thinking sports, you might think of soccer balls or a volleyball or football.
I thought of a car.
For sport? Oh, yeah, sports cars. Yeah. See, there you go. So schema theory, as they were using it, is let me read this to you. So in this article, quote, they also ruled out schema theory as a universal explanation. Schema theory suggests we fill in the information that's missing based on our associations. This would explain why so many misremember Rich Uncle Pennybags, also known as Mr. Monopoly, as having a monocle, because we associate the accessory with wealth. But the researchers found examples where this doesn't fit. For example, people often falsely remember the Fruit of the Loom logo having a large cornucopia behind it, even though cornucopias aren't very common in everyday life. So people are not just remembering things that kind of go with the same schema, like a monocle, rich money bag man. They're remembering like cornucopias, things that nobody freaking talks about cornucopias, but yet everybody remembers a cornucopia. You know why? Because there was a cornucopia.
I remember the cornucopia too.
I do too. Oh, gosh.
I didn't even know that was a Mandela effect until I was like watching a TikTok or something, and it was different Mandela effects. And I'm like, wait a second, what? I just thought that was just how it was. I didn't know that was just one of those things.
And now I'm getting all hot and I gotta take my blanket off because I'm getting all flustered because there was a cornucopia. Let's see. Okay, and that goes on to say, quote, we had an alternative wrong version as well. They could have picked the correct Fruit of the Loom logo, the Fruit of the Loom logo with a cornucopia or the Fruit of the Loom logo with a plate underneath it. The fact that they chose a cornucopia over a plate when plates are more frequently associated with fruit is evidence against the idea that it's just the schema theory explaining it.
That makes sense.
So, booyah, it's not just implanted schema memories, y'all.
That really honestly does make sense. Yeah, I never thought of it that way. That study didn't show that people chose a common object like a plate. Instead, there's a cornucopia. Then that also makes you wonder, like, if we're trying to be scientific about it, is there another popular hidden memory that we all have that has to do with a fruit with cornucopia? Like maybe in a TV show or a book or like a movie or something, you know, that we're just all forgetting about somehow. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to be objective about it.
Let's see. I just Googled fruit with cornucopia logo, and guess what pops up? Fruit of the Loom. But apparently it's just them saying no.
We don't have a cornucopia. Yeah.
Okay, so I just found I found an image where it shows their logo from 1893 all the way to now, and none of it has a cornucopia.
See, though, where did we get that from? And
all of it is an apple with grapes.
An apple with grapes. Like, I could even picture the color of brown.
Yes.
That's so weird.
I don't know where that comes from.
The other, like, Mandela Effect that really just, like, it's like, what? Is the one that's Snow White, where it's like, mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yes!
Supposedly magic mirror on the wall, but, like, everybody has always said mirror, mirror, you know?
Yeah. So, and just like the other day when we were recording, and I said, no time for losers, 'cause we are the champions
of the world.
Yeah, there we go. See? And I tried that at work just to see. I just started singing the end of that song, and my coworker looked over at me and said, of the world. And I was like, yeah, but it doesn't say it.
Does it do that part does it say that in another part of the song like that? I mean, you could be getting verses mixed up. Again, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
Yeah. Oh, I like devil's advocate. We are the champions lyrics. No time for losers, because we are the champions of the world. It says of the world in this, what somebody wrote right here.
At the end?
Yes. So, do they sing of the world then?
I don't know.
Did we just switch back to the other dimension?
Sorry.
Crap. Oh my god. Okay.
Did we just switch back? I don't know.
Okay. What? It just ended there.
Okay, so whoever wrote the lyrics is either remembering the same thing we are, or...
Well, do they say it somewhere else in the song, then?
Is this the real life?
Yeah, is this the real life? That was so perfect.
Too perfect.
It just came on all by itself.
Yeah, it was absolutely perfect.
Okay. So okay. What is this? What is this big mysterious Mandela effect that supposedly happened at my casa?
See, I feel like I hyped it up too much, but you know, I think one of the first times that I ever like drank at your house or got drunk, and we were staying the night too. What I remember is at some point during the night, I went upstairs to cry.
Why?
And you remember that I stayed downstairs and I was throwing up, and you were helping me. And I'm like, I didn't throw up once that night. Like,
What?
I just went upstairs to cry. And you were like, no, you were throwing up downstairs. You couldn't make it upstairs. Why would you go upstairs to throw up? And I was like, no, I went upstairs to cry.
No, you were in the bathroom all night.
I wasn't.
You were. Oh my God.
Yeah.
James remembers it that way too.
It's so funny because Adam remembers it my way because he came upstairs to check on me.
No way.
Yeah.
No freaking way. Adam doesn't remember you throwing up?
No.
See, what's even crazier is I remember the very next day, Adam and us, we were kind of laughing about it. And you felt so bad, and we were like, no, don't worry, everyone always throws up the first time they come over. Because that house was such a party house.
Uh-huh.
And
yeah, and see, I don't remember that conversation either.
And even when we would be like out and about and having dinner or just hanging out, it'd come up and we'd laugh about it. And then none of that actually happened for you or Adam? What?
No, I was upstairs crying. That's what I remember. And Adam remembers that too. And I'm like, I didn't throw up. I was not throwing up.
That is the craziest thing, because that is not what happened at all to us.
Like, we're each other's different. We're not the original pair.
Oh my God. We're not the original group. Oh shit.
It's okay, I still love you.
I still love you.
It's a funny thing.
I don't know where the other Miranda is.
I hate throwing up, so part of me, because it's so gross and loud, and so part of me would just remember being so miserable and not wanting to ever drink again at your house. But if you recall, I did partake in drink at your house several times after that.
But there were many times that you were like, no, remember the first time, but sure enough, you and we'd end up on the floor of my kitchen singing at the top of our lungs.
and your husband would throw water on us.
Oh man, and playing that werewolf game.
That was fun.
What was that game called?
Just werewolf.
Oh. It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And now everyone's going to be like, it's just because you guys were drunk. It's not the Mandela Effect. No, I remember this being a big deal for so long.
And our husbands weren't drunk either. So
no, just us.
That's an interesting one, in a personal way,
Yes.
So hopping into the idea of parallel universes, since we may or may not be the original group of our friend group.
Oh my God.
Okay, there's this theory, or just this concept, where if you shuffle a deck of cards enough, you will eventually get a repeat, a repeat mixture.
You'd have to shuffle them a hell of a lot.
Well, yeah, but when you think about the universe and how it's infinite and how time is infinite, if there's a certain amount of variables that are available within our realm, I guess, that it's, some people assume that something will have to repeat eventually.
So not necessarily when we're alive, but it would happen. If a machine just kept continuously shuffling the deck of cards over and over until it got it.
Yeah, and then you think about the idea of doppelgangers too,
Yes.
That we have in, at the same time that, two people look so similar. It seems that they're related, but they're actually not. Not even remotely related. So it's just how does that happen? It kind of goes into the same sort of idea that if you shuffle the deck enough times, you'll get a repeat,
that there's someone else.
A repeat mixture.
There's another one of you out there somewhere.
Yeah, I have a friend who lives in Oregon now, and a few years ago he had talked, because I didn't talk to him for a while, for years. He was just some guy. I don't want to say some guy, but I knew him since I was a baby. I knew his family since I was a baby. I felt really safe with his dad. It was a whole thing.
You were family.
Well, I knew. Yeah, we were family. So, but I hadn't talked to him in a long time, and he had moved up to Oregon. And then he messages me out of the blue, and he was like, hey, what were you doing in Oregon, or something around to that effect. I'm like, what are you talking about? I have never been to Oregon. Like, I've never driven that far north at all. And he was like, I swear I just saw you at the diner and I tried to get your attention. Like, it was you. And I was like, it was not me. It was not me.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so as it turns out, like, that diner, it was a waitress at the diner. I guess he'd gone back at a different time and, just like, oh yeah, you're definitely not Miranda. This person I know, and, what have you. But
maybe that first time he saw her, it was you from another dimension.
What am I doing as a waitress in Oregon? Well, okay. I mean, Oregon's a beautiful place, so I wouldn't mind living there.
Your life went in a whole different direction.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder what projected there. And that's another thing, too, because you think about time travel and, like, what your life could have been like at different points and da-da-da. Like, if I could time travel into the past, what would I change? At this point, because I have a kid, I would not time travel past the time of his conception because I would not want to risk changing him,
Right.
Changing my child.
You wouldn't want anything different about him.
Yeah, because he's just a perfect little boy. Perfect little angel.
He really is.
Yeah. He's making a book right now, BT Dubs. It's a fairy tale, so I'm going to advertise it here.
Oh my gosh, yes.
What is it? He's like literally drawing everything, writing all the words, editing, revising, and he wants to sell the book.
Oh my gosh, I will be the first one to buy it. Well, maybe the second if you want to be the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy 2 copies for our girls.
Nice. He's super excited about the idea that it might be in his classroom library, too. So we're there to support that. So he's just a cute little boy, a little 8-year-old author.
That's awesome. Maybe they could put it in the school library, a copy of it.
Yeah. I would totally do. Yeah, I'd be like,
I think I just said library.
Library.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves of all time.
Library.
Library.
You know, mine is when people say mountain. Mountain instead of mountain.
See, that is so funny because...
Or like...
It is a mountain. And it's so funny because when we moved to California, one of my biggest pet peeves was hearing, and I don't know why I heard this word so often. It's not a word you normally hear, but I heard the word button everywhere I went, and it was button.
Button.
And I was like, button. Yep. Button. I was like, it's a button. It's a button, people. Button. It's a button.
I mean, I think I say button, like button your shoe, like, yeah, button. But mountain, it's always mountain. Or like when people say romantic instead of romantic.
It is romantic.
It's so romantic.
No, it's
romantic.
Not. It's not manic.
Ah. Romantic. But anyway, so let's hear what kind of Mandela Effect
the teachers going off on their tangents.
I know, man, it's been a long week. It's already Tuesday.
Already? You mean just Tuesday?
Just Tuesday. See, you know what? I didn't even understand what, yeah. See, it's just Tuesday. Sorry. I'm losing my marbles.
I lost them so long ago.
It's not a full moon.
I was thinking that too. People are absolutely bonkers this week. They are out of their ever-loving minds. And I looked at my phone and I was like, it's not even a damn full moon right now.
No, it's waning. It's on its way to a new moon. So it's like, what is going on?
I don't know, but I'm drinking
out of whack.
I'm drinking my wine out of a coffee cup, and it fits my mood for this week perfectly. It says, I'm mostly peace, love, and light, and a little go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right. Let's go down this list.
Okay.
First one on my list talks about Neil Armstrong's death. I don't really remember anything about that, so I can't really say that.
Neil Armstrong, like the cyclist or the person on the moon?
The moon. Who's the cyclist?
Isn't that an Armstrong?
Maybe. They have strong arms.
Well, okay, we all know about peanut butter. the whole infamous Jiffy versus Jif. And,
Yes.
Yeah. What do you remember?
Jiffy, people. Jiffy.
Yes. See, I'm thinking, okay, Jiffy. I think that might be one of them that maybe we're confusing with, like, the Jiffy Lube tire place or mechanic or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I do feel like I remember Jiffy.
I definitely remember
Jif.
Jiffy. Here's another one for you. Did you ever watch Silence of the Lambs?
A long time ago.
I am telling you, I was obsessed. I know for a fact he said, "Hello, Clarice."
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, supposedly, he never ever once utters those words.
Because it's even in, like, okay, Stepford Wives with Nicole Kidman, they do you've seen that movie, right?
Yes.
Stepford Wives with Nicole Kidman.
Mhm.
Okay. So whenever the girls break into, like, the man's mansion during a meeting, they're, like, looking at paintings, and then they send up that one gay man, and they're like, the girls are like really scared and like, ah, and then he turns on the flash room, he turns on the flashlight and says, "Hello, Clarice." Like,
Yes.
to be silly. So it was even referenced in another movie.
I'm telling you, it was said. I don't care what this damn thing says. But then again, we just listened to the Champion song, and it was not in there. Oh my god, this is so crazy! Okay. Well, I was just looking at the next thing on my list, and it's about JFK's assassination. And I don't know if it's a Kennedy or who it is in one of these passenger seats, but she looks exactly like one of my best friends in Virginia. Like, it looks like her.
Reincarnation.
Weird.
Okay, let me ask you this. I mean, you probably have read it, but okay. Looney Tunes. Is it tunes with O-O? Like T-O-O-N, or tunes with T-U-N-E?
O-O.
Yes, O-O, Looney Tunes, because they're cartoons, and they're loony.
Exactly. It was always tunes with O-O.
I was thinking of, like, why we might be confusing to the O-O. Like, that could be because it makes sense that it's O-O, and that's why we think it's O-O. Because why would you do Looney Tunes, like, the tune of a song? I mean, did Looney Tunes particularly have a lot of songs? I don't recall.
No, that's definitely a clash of worlds right there, because it was T-O-O.
This other one too is, I'm like, it's like Curious George's tail. See, it makes sense for a monkey to have a tail, but I don't remember him having a tail.
Really?
Yeah.
I always remember him having a tail, but fuck if I know.
Okay, here's the last one I'm going to say, and then we'll bounce to you, okay?
Okay.
So, you know that popular TV show that went on for a long time with Carrie Bradshaw and her group of friends living it up in New York City? What's the name of that show?
Sex in the City? Sex in the City? Sex... That's the conflict!
Is it and, or is it in? Sex in the City or Sex and the City?
I remember it being in.
Sex in the City.
In for
Sex
300, Miranda.
So that, another one could be like, how people abbreviate and they say in, like we did which in and wine in, you know what I mean?
So what is it really?
Like, Sex and the City.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, so I used to watch that occasionally with my mom, but I always kind of said, like, oh, it's Sex in the City, but I don't know if it was because it's just saying it fast and not wanting to enunciate the and.
Whiteout. What? Whiteout? How do you... Okay, the brand Whiteout?
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell white?
W-H-I-T-E.
But it's W-I-T-E.
White out.
There's no way.
But it's white.
And there's no way I wouldn't have noticed that. I am... And then, of course, Pikachu, or Pokemon. Carmen Sandiego? Oh, God, no. Carmen Sandiego's on this list, and it's about to ruin my life.
Okay, say it.
Okay. It says... But there are folks who remember... What? No! What color was her trench coat?
Red?
Okay. However, a lot of people remember it being yellow.
I've never thought yellow. What about you?
I think it was a red trench coat. Okay, so that did not hurt my childhood memory. We're good. Kazam. It says that Shaquille O'Neal, the former NBA player, never appeared in a film by the name of Shazam. That's not true. That was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid.
What is that basketball cartoon with Bugs Bunny?
Oh, no.
Right?
No, that's not... did I say Shazam? Kazam.
Kazam. Is it Shazam? Now I'm confused. Is Shazam the superhero movie? The one where they're kids and they turn into adults when they're superheroes?
Space Jam.
Oh, okay, that's it. Space Jam.
Yeah, that was Space Jam. But Kazam, he absolutely was a fucking genie. He was a genie.
Oh, okay. I'm vaguely remembering a weird movie with a genie. But again, I don't recall.
And somebody, they have a picture of it right here, an actual picture from the movie. But I've heard that so many times that people say that he never played that character, that it never happened. I would love for Mr. Shaquille O'Neal, give us a call or a comment and let us know, in your reality, did you ever play a genie in a basketball movie?
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, what about... Okay, we weren't just speaking of spelling, but whenever you're talking about whiteout, it reminded me of Febreze.
Yes.
How do you spell Febreze?
Like breeze?
Like with 2 E's?
Yes.
Or 1 E? Yes.
2.
Like a double E?
Yeah.
Febreze.
Yes, but apparently that's not the reality.
Febreze. Because it just makes sense for it to have the breeze because, like, you spray it and it's breezy. I don't know. Or, okay. My baloney has a first name, it's Oscar. My baloney has a second name, it's Meyer. But it's not Meyer. It's Mayer.
No, it's not.
I like to eat it every day, and if you ask me, well, I'll say, because Oscar Mayer has that way with Bologna.
And you're welcome for this free commercial.
Oh, yeah.
No,
but Oscar...
You're right. You're right. They're wrong. The company's wrong. It was not...
The company's wrong.
It was not M.A.
Mm-hmm.
No way. Oh, man. Okay. Hey, did you ever watch I Love Lucy?
No.
Oh, man. I Love Lucy. And I swear he'd always say, Lucy, you have some explaining to do. All the time, but apparently, no, they say he never actually said that. He would say, like, Lucy, splain, or explain that if you can. But never...
I've heard people referencing I Love Lucy and saying, you have some explaining to do.
Yeah. It happened.
What about... Okay, this is something that I don't remember the false memories. I remember, like, what they claim as the real memory. Mm-hmm. But, King Henry VIII and his, like, famous,
turkey leg.
Yeah, I don't remember the turkey leg at all. And I don't know how people remember a turkey leg.
Really? I remember a turkey leg. I definitely remember a damn turkey leg. And, our good friend Katie, and you know how she's obsessed with Danny DeVito? I actually had, like, a painting done of Danny DeVito posed like Henry VIII eating a chicken leg and gave it to her. So it's a thing. The turkey leg is a thing. And
see,
now...
that surprises me so much. Because I'm like, what a random thing to have in a portrait of a king. Like, hey, royal painter, please paint me with my favorite meal.
Well, men and their meat.
That was good. Yeah.
My turkey leg is bigger than your turkey leg.
But maybe that's what it was. It was a show of his neat, new wives. I want to watch that show again, Tudors. I liked it.
I don't think I've seen it.
You've never seen the Tudors? Oh.
No.
You've got to watch it. You just gotta, honestly. It's a really good rendition of Henry VIII and his wives.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh, okay. Okay. I did have another one. So this is another one too that I'm like, I could have swore I know how to spell this brand because this is my grandma's favorite type of shoes was Skechers. And, I'm writing the word down Skechers and I use a T, like SKETCH, ERS.
Yes.
But I guess there's no T in Skechers. And I was just, for me, I'm just like, so again, if I'm trying to play devil's advocate, maybe we're using our common knowledge of how to spell words in the English language.
That one probably, yes.
Yeah. But then whenever you think about Fruit Loops, right? Well, I remember like the fruit and Fruit Loops having two O's, and that's what it actually is. Whereas, like, Fruit Loops, what the Mandela Effect is like the real way that you spell fruit. And then loops, and then the two O's having, like, the Fruit Loop cereal as the O's. But I'm like, I know that makes sense, but I don't remember that. I do remember the Fruit Loops, FROOT, with the two O's being the cereal. But I think, to me, that makes more sense anyway, because it's a cereal that's all circles and O's and colorful and fruity, so Fruit Loops,
I think so too. That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
How do you remember Kit Kat? Do you remember it being hyphenated?
No, I don't.
What? No, you're supposed to be on my side. There was a hyphen between Kit and Cat. And now there's not.
I don't remember the hyphen. It was one of the things, too, that, okay, we know how many states we have in the United States, right? Mm-hmm. We have 50, obviously. But
yes,
some people recall learning that there were 51 or 52, and I also recall being confused at some point in my life. You're like, how many states are there? Are there 52 or are there 50? Like, I was confused even when I was a teenager.
And I remember learning that there were 51 states. I remember singing songs about it. And obviously now I know that's not the case. But whenever I switched dimensions, I had to relearn it. Hey, we're dimensional travelers. Every single one of us.
Know.
That's pretty cool.
I
I am Doctor Who. Did you ever watch Star Wars?
Yeah.
Well, C-3PO, that's weird for me to say. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. Apparently, he's a gold robot.
Yeah.
I remember him being all gold.
Mm-hmm.
I am a huge Spaceballs fan, which is like a spoof of Star Wars, and the robot in that is all gold. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why I think of him being as all gold, but apparently he's got like one silver leg from below the knee.
See, for me, like, I remember all gold too, but I don't know if it's because I just didn't pay attention to the legs,
I don't know.
Like, I could have my brain just could have filled in the gaps just assuming that all of them was gold because I saw and paid attention to most of him being gold.
That could be it too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would be interested in hearing like someone that's a die-hard fan remembering him being all gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really talk to many diehard fans of Star Wars, so if I ever do, I'll let you know. Another thing that I remember, it's just a random moment in time, but it's during 1989. They call it Tank Man. I wish I could pronounce the name or remember what it was, but like Tank Man, where there's like a protest, or I wish I could look it up. I could.
Oh, it was in another country, and he was protesting, and some people thought he was hit by a tank.
Yes, exactly. And like he's standing in front of a few tanks and I remember him getting run over, and I
I do
remember it
too.
because I was like traumatized. I was like, what did I just watch? Like, what the heck, is that real? And I was young. Obviously, I wasn't born in 1989. Like, I was born in 1992, but I remember seeing footage, you know?
Hmm.
So yeah, that's weird.
I think I was
And
like
I don't.
3 years old or something like that.
Mm,
Okay, so
hmm.
you know Mother Teresa.
Yes.
I remember her being declared a saint while she was still alive, like in the 90s.
Mm.
But apparently she was not canonized until 2016. That really wasn't all that long ago.
No.
I feel like it was a lot longer than that, but
Yeah, I don't really have any memory of that. Like, I have no idea.
I'm an old one.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a ton more, a ton more examples of Mandela effects that we haven't even brushed. But it's just
Well,
that the whole thing, the whole umbrella of like Mandela effects, parallel universes, jumping timelines. That is just so fascinating. And then sometimes, like, I sometimes swear that when I'm dreaming, I'm in another timeline, or like,
yes.
because my dreams are so vivid and it's exhausting. Like, if
Mine too.
I wake up after a vivid dream, I'm exhausted. And I'm like, I had so much sleep, but I'm like, did I really, if I had such a vivid dream? And then sometimes, like, I could revisit and explore those parts of dreams. You know, like, oh, I want to go back to that place.
It's so weird that you brought that up, because I was thinking that the same thing this morning, how exhausted I am, and I feel like I'm exhausted because of my dreams that are so real.
And that's how it is for me, too. And I don't know, a lot of my dreams, not only are they vivid, I'm lucid in them. Like,
yes.
I'm able to, like, choose what I want to do, I guess. And some of them, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a dream. I could do whatever I want.
Exactly.
And then I'll have superpowers and fly around. Or
yes. Those are the best.
And then, like, other times it's just really vivid and I don't really control, like, I'm just a passenger. But then, you know, I could choose to go back and revisit.
But those feel weird to me whenever I'm just like, when it's like a regular dream. That feels weird to me because that's not my norm.
Yeah, I know. Dude, we need to have an episode about the crazy dreams we've had.
We should. I've had a lot of dreams that have come true. Like, word for word, dreams I had about, like, places I'd never even seen before and people I'd never met, and then years or however long later it comes true.
Yeah, I would love to hear about that. Mine are just crazy. they're just ridiculous, you know? Like, ridiculous. Like, a couple nights ago, I was zombie slaying with a shovel.
Those are some of my favorite dreams.
Yeah, okay, I have a lot of dreams about zombies, right? And every time I'm dreaming about zombies, it's hard for me to kill them. Like, you know, if I have a gun or if I have, like, a knife, like, it's like I can't get it right. But when I had the dream recently about the zombies and using a shovel, I was actually able to kill the zombie on the first hit with the shovel. Like, I just sharpened one edge of the shovel, you know, and I brought it down like a giant axe. Yeah. And so it's like my dreams have been trying to work out how to most effectively kill zombies. And, you know, now I'm going to go sharpen the side of a shovel just in case. I need to use it for the future.
Oh, man. Yeah, can't you play The Last of Us as a 2-player? Can you do that?
I don't think so. Maybe Last of Us Online.
That'd be really cool if we could, because it's one of my favorite games of all time.
Me too. I heard that The Last of Us 2 is getting an online, but I don't know how accurate that is.
That would be awesome.
I rocked at that online game. And the game itself.
The Tank Man was like Tiananmen Square. And then also, there's this last one. I taught. Yes, I have a master's degree. Do I know where all the countries are? No.
That wasn't your specialty.
That is literally, besides spelling and geography are my struggles to bear. But I do find this very interesting. So the location of New Zealand, it says New Zealand's located right by Australia, but on which side? And a lot of people would argue that it's on the northeast side of Australia, but in actuality, it is on the southeastern side. So we were talking about
I
how...
thought southeastern, yeah.
I thought, I didn't know you were by it. But I just find it very interesting that a lot of people could misremember an entire location of a country so strongly and misremember it being in the exact same place. Like, why didn't they all misremember it being in a totally different location away from Australia?
I mean, it's an island, right? New Zealand? Maybe it just floated down. I know it doesn't work that way, I know.
I mean, but we do shift. So it kind of does, not that quickly, but yes, it does work like that.
Could you imagine if it did happen that quickly? We would definitely be hearing roaring earthquakes near New Zealand.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine the wars just because we'd all be bumping into each other and they're like, now you're my territory. I've got a bigger turkey leg than you.
I mean, we already kind of have issues like that anyway.
Oh, we do. Mm-hmm. But all the turkey legs would be coming out.
We need to get a giant microscope so we can compare.
Oh my god. There is one thing, also, one more thing that I read.
Go on.
And of course, I'd bring in something weird here at the end. When you were watching Titanic, did you see Rose's bush when he was drawing her?
Did I see? I was more focused on her boobs. Remember? Well, a bush.
This person on Reddit, Purple Ninja 88, they wrote, I rewatched James Cameron's Titanic recently and was surprised to see that Rose didn't show a bush in the drawing scene. I was dead sure that she flashed a bush when I first saw the film. I thought so too.
I don't know. Like I said, I was just preoccupied with the boobies. Of course, this was before I realized that I also liked women and tried to figure out why I was always like, ooh, boobs on movies.
All right, well, next week, let's talk about witches because our number one fan, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Not you. I'm talking about the fan. Get out of here. She has a list of stuff for us to talk about, all of which I was like, yes. So let's talk about witches next week. And I want to know all about your life as a pagan, like growing up, the traditions and the holidays and the ceremonies or parties or beliefs or whatever. I want to know everything. Okay, I'm prepared for that one already.
Yes. And then I will, I don't know, maybe look up stuff about the Salem witch trials and some other witchy shit.
Okay, sounds like an excellent episode coming up next.
Excellent.
And I hope you all join us for that one because there will be a lot of personal accounts of growing up pagan, and I'm going to warn you, it might be a little bit different than the new age type of witchy stuff that's going on right now that's really popular. I mean, it's not bad or anything, but
yeah, but you didn't grow up in a group that was into it because of popular or whatever. You were born into it.
Yeah.
And it was your entire life. It was your family, your friends were part of it, everything. Yeah. So I'm super interested.
Yeah. No, well, I will be more than willing to talk about that part. One of the few, I don't remember much about my childhood. I blocked a lot of it out because of, trauma and shit. But I do remember a lot about aspects of my childhood where I felt safe. And
trauma from being pagan?
No, trauma from, like, my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that people know, like, just because you're pagan, you're not going to be traumatized.
Oh, no. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't remember a lot about my childhood because of trauma, but I do remember times where I was feeling safe. And I would always feel safe whenever we were with the coven, or I would feel safe when we were with our, like, historical reenactment group, but that's a whole nother thing. So, yeah, I do have a lot of memories of those times.
That's
because
awesome.
I wasn't traumatized and I felt safe.
I cannot wait to hear about that. And
yeah.
And if you don't think we're too shitty here, just go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a good review.
And subscribe, maybe? Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, review. Visit our Facebook, Witchin' and Winin'. And we have some things on there. Yeah. Oh, God, please. Email us your stories, people.
Any story. Our email, WITCHN
AND WINEN @gmail.com. That's witchin' and winin' @gmail.com.
Now you have it. Now you save it.
Now you send it.
Send us.
All right.
See you next time.
Goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. It was really nice talking with everyone tonight, and I hope you enjoyed the show.
You sound like a sex operator. If all else fails, there you go.
Bring in the sex aspect.
Hey, it sells, man. You gotta do what you could do. And if you enjoy it, you go right ahead and do it.
Yes, if you enjoy it. Only adults. If we have any minors listening.
Life is short. Even if you travel through the time zones.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Even if you travel through time dimensions, life is still damn short, man. Do what you want to do.
Within reason. Don't hurt other people.
Oh, exactly. As long as it's not hurting you or anyone else, why not?
Yeah, why the hell not?
And on that note, for the millionth time, good night.
Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good
night. It's time to go.